Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and can you believe it? Tomorrow is the season premiere of season 5 of The Masked Singer. Oh my gosh, it's been 3 weeks since the last show ended, so we've had some time off, but it's been so long since the last season that I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to go through everything I know with you guys. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. It helps out with the analytics, so I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, let's get started. So, that's right. Tomorrow is the season premiere, and they just released a little preview clip. It's a little bit longer, but I cut it down for you guys. Take a look.
It's a game-changing season 5. The costumes this season level up from the other seasons. The costumes are out of this world.
Robopine, I think, is going to stump a lot of people.
The Russian doll is going to stump the viewers.
He's gone from Ken Jeong wrong to Ken Jeong strong.
Do I think I have a shot at winning the Golden Ear this season? Yeah.
Root for me out there, America. Root for me to get just one right this year.
Being a part of The Masked Singer Season 5 feels fantastic.
We love her as our guest host.
She is thebomb.com.
She's done an outstanding job.
She tells Ken when to shut up and sit down, which we all love and appreciate.
Sit your butt down, Ken.
Yes, Mommy. So yes, there's so many things going on, and let's start off with the obvious. As you know, Nick Cannon is not hosting the first few episodes. He had COVID when this was actually supposed to take place. It was a few days beforehand. And out of nowhere, they're like, oh my God, Nick has COVID. We need someone to guest a judge. And Niecy Nash, who you do know, I mean, Reno 911 is what she's most famous from, but she's done so many other things. She stepped in to go ahead and host the first few episodes. We do know he does make his return. I think it may be like episode 4 or 5. There really is no date because of the way that they kind of schedule things out. They had some dates that disappeared and then reappeared. It's kind of confusing. But we do officially finally have who's in what group. So if you look behind me, which by the way, if you're looking at the board, this is not my official one. I ordered it. It's coming in the mail. It should be here hopefully today or tomorrow. But you can go ahead and download this entire board. You can see the little cover, but it says Masked Singer at the top with all the player cards behind it. I have a YouTube video I did yesterday. Just look for this photo here. You could download it all for free and then go like either print it at home or go to Walgreens or Walmart and print it out there. But for Group A, we have the Porcupine. We have the Raccoon, the Russian doll, even though we know it's dolls, there's more than one. And there could be 3, you Hanson friends out there, friends and fans. And then from there we have the Snail and the Seashell, which I still think is a conch. It's a conch shell to me. That's what it is to me. Then behind me, we have for Group B, the Piglet, which I have the updated card on the Dropbox. So if you download before and you print them out, the new one is on there because, as I said in yesterday's video, they're going to release it after I put it up. And like literally an hour later, they put it up. We have the Phoenix, the Black Swan, the Chameleon, and Grandpa Monster. And we'll talk about this in a second, but that is our official Group A and Group B. This week we get Group A. According to the online guide, on March 17th, which is not this Wednesday, the following Wednesday, we will have Group B. So AB, which is absolutely great. Now, this season is completely different than anything you've ever seen before. We did a whole video going through the format, so if you want to go ahead and jump back and check that out, we can link that below, or you can go back a few videos. But this year, they introduced what's called the Wild Card. And what that is it's actually quite interesting. Every single episode, at least as far as we know, for the first 4 episodes, when they're all singing and competing, one person will get voted off. Now, this is just a guess. I'm just trying to give you an example. Let's say this person gets voted off. This person had the least amount of votes, and let's say the Snail had the second least amount of votes. Well, he's gone, gets revealed, whatever. Now, this person has to fight to keep their slot. What happens is someone from the wild card will then perform and then potentially take that person's spot. Now, we don't know either does this person go back to the wild card and can they come back on the show? We do know that someone from the wild card could win the competition. And my mindset, once again, is that we have 4 because episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4 be enough to get us up here to the top. So just, you're eliminating one but switching, eliminated one and switching. So that's where you kind of have 1 and 1. So it's 4, 1 and 1 is 3 and 3, and then up here you have your 6, which I put 5. It should be 6 up here. I need to redo that on the board. But anyway, let me know. What do you think? Do you like the wild card? Do you not like the wild card? We also are introduced to another character who's not competing, which is the Cluedo, or Cluedo. I think that's how they're trying to say it. And it is just a chicken that's supposed to be running on the stage to give some clues and some hints behind someone's mask. I'm not really quite sure how this is going to work. I do know that in the Ukrainian version of The Masked Singer, they do have like Mr. Mask who comes out and does like the post interviews and a couple other things, and that really is just a gentleman in a ski mask with all these diamonds all over his face. It's actually quite interesting, and it's pretty cool that they're actually adding this in, because I believe the Ukrainian version also had this. So I don't know. It's kind of, I like that they're adding in other formats. I feel like they're going to all these different formats and seeing what works really well for them. And they go, hey, can we put that on the show? Which I don't mind, because that means every single time we watch this show, there is some kind of like refresh. It's not stale. It's something different. It's something new. Like I know for this year, I believe Jenny's actually wearing a crown because she won the golden ear last year, which it's clever. I like that they keep changing things up. Now, I know you guys are probably saying to me, well, get to the clues! Get to the clues! I mean, as of right now, which I think is actually quite interesting, we never actually had a preview for the show. There never was like an episode or like, hey, let me introduce the characters and some of their things. We didn't have that for this season. So going into the season premiere of season 5, we're like, oh, no clues? Nothing? Are you sure? And I think maybe that had to do with the fact that Nick was supposed to film something, and of course they had to cancel that, or maybe they just planned they weren't going to do one. Now, because there was no preview show, that means there really isn't saying it like that. Pitch correct audio, there was, but it wasn't anything spectacular. On Instagram, they put in like these 13-second like, hey, I'm the porcupine, and this is me. And so, I mean, I went ahead and pitch correct that audio, and we only had 2 anyway. We had one for the raccoon and one for the porcupine. So, I guess here you go.
Think you can figure out who I am? That might be pointless.
Think you can figure out who I am? That might be pointless.
You might not be able to trust me with your lunch, but you better trust I can sing, baby.
You might not be able to trust me with your lunch, but you better trust I can sing, baby.
Oh, and for those who are new to this YouTube channel, that's what we do throughout the season. We take the audio that's in the clue packages, we slow it down, we pitch correct it, and then you can hear the real voice. And then, of course, we break down all of the clues as they come in. And for those who are also new, once again, we every single week have a pre-show 1 hour before the show here on YouTube. We go through those clues, we go through the pitch correct audio, we go through your guesses, and we have just a good time just hanging out, being goofy. So make sure you join me tomorrow, you hear me speaking, tomorrow, 1 hour before the show, as we kind of go through what we know for the future. And with the wild card, you don't know who's it going to be until like literally that episode. But the way they teased it, it looked like there could be a crab. It could be. So who knows? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. And please continue staying safe, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.